Did you know that 92% of people make buying decisions based on emotions, not logic? And yet, most businesses still follow the same old sales tactics that everyone else uses. It's time to stop the endless struggle and break free from traditional selling methods. What if I told you there's a way to sell anything, to anyone, without feeling like you're pushing them into a sale? In this video, we're going to explore a method so powerful and unusual, it might just change the way you approach selling forever. You won't be using any high-pressure techniques or complicated tricks. Instead, we're going to focus on simple, effective strategies that make your product irresistible. Stick with me as we dive into how to shift your mindset, anticipate your customers' desires, and make your product sell itself. Whether you're new to entrepreneurship or looking to level up your skills, these tips will transform the way you sell. So, let's get started. Your next sale is closer than you think. Chapter 1. The Mindset Shift. Think like a problem solver, not a seller. The first thing that separates successful entrepreneurs from the rest is a shift in mindset. Traditional sales strategies often push you to sell hard, using tactics that feel unnatural to many people. But here's the truth: people don't want to be sold to. They want solutions to their problems. Instead of focusing on selling your product, think about how it can solve a real problem in the customer's life. If you approach the sale as an opportunity to help someone, you're no longer selling, you're offering value. According to Harvard Business Review, companies that focus on problem solving and value creation are 60% more likely to see sustainable success. When you truly understand your customers' pain points, your pitch becomes more about showing them a way out of their problems. It becomes a conversation, not a transaction. For example, if you're selling a fitness product, don't just highlight features, emphasize how it'll save time, boost energy, and improve health. This shift makes your customer feel like they're getting a genuine solution, not just a product. Remember, a sale doesn't happen when you convince someone to buy something. It happens when you understand their needs and present your product as the answer. Chapter 2. Reverse engineering desire. Know what they want before they do. Have you ever felt like you knew what someone needed before they asked for it? That's the magic of reverse engineering desire. By understanding human behavior and using customer psychology, you can predict what your audience will want before they even realize it themselves. According to research from McKinsey, 70% of buying experiences are based on how the customer feels they're being treated. So, instead of waiting for a customer to come to you, create a strategy where you anticipate their needs. Start by examining your customers' habits, desires, and pain points. Ask yourself, what would make their life easier? Use this data to craft a message that resonates. This could mean launching a product with the features they didn't know they were missing. For example, if you're selling software, don't just show them how it works. Show them how it'll simplify tasks they didn't even know could be simplified. By knowing what your customer needs before they express it, you position yourself as an expert who truly understands their struggles. This is why many successful brands use predictive analytics to craft personalized recommendations. By aligning your product with the customer's unspoken desires, your sale is practically guaranteed. Chapter 3. The Sneak Peek. Giving away the secret before the sale. One of the most counterintuitive yet powerful selling strategies is giving away a little of your product or knowledge up front. You might think this would hurt your sales, but in reality, it creates curiosity and anticipation. Here's the science behind it. People are drawn to what they can't fully have. This is why exclusive previews, or sneak peeks, work so well. A study by Nielsen found that 92% of consumers trust recommendations from friends or family more than traditional advertising. And the sneak peek method builds this kind of trust instantly. Take Apple's product launches, for example. They often tease new features and products months before they hit the market, building anticipation and excitement. This strategy works because it gives consumers a taste of what's coming without giving away everything. It's about creating that "I need to know more" feeling. In your sales process, consider giving potential customers a glimpse of the value your product provides. If you're selling a book, offer a free chapter. If you're offering a service, provide a free trial. This makes your audience feel like they're getting a special insider look, which is far more engaging than a simple "buy now" call to action. Ultimately, by offering a sneak peek, you make customers feel they're getting access to something exclusive, which makes the sale feel more like an opportunity than a hard pitch. Chapter 4. The silent seller let your product do the talking when it comes to selling, sometimes saying less is more. Imagine a product that sells itself. No hard pitch, no endless explanations. It's not a fantasy. This is what we call the silent seller approach. It's about letting your product shine through its features, design, and story, rather than relying on flashy sales tactics. Think about Apple's design philosophy. Their products speak for themselves, don't they? The clean, intuitive design and smooth user experience make customers fall in love with the product before they even use it. According to research by Nielsen, 64% of consumers make a purchase decision based on a product's design alone. You can apply this to your product too. By focusing on making your product visually appealing, easy to use, and valuable, you're letting the product itself take center stage. This can be anything from creating a visually stunning website to making sure your product has a unique, standout feature that's hard to ignore. The idea is simple. When you invest in the quality and experience of your product, it becomes a silent seller. Customers don't need a hard sell, they'll want to buy just because it makes their life easier or better. After all, a great product is its best salesman. Chapter 5. The uncommon pitch: selling without saying a word. Now, let's explore one of the most powerful tools in the sales world, nonverbal communication. The uncommon pitch is all about selling through body language, tone of voice, and visuals. You don't always need to pitch your product with words. Sometimes, your presence and how you present yourself can be the most persuasive thing. Think of a high-end luxury brand like Rolex. They don't sell with words, but rather with the aura of exclusivity and craftsmanship that surrounds their product. A Rolex is not just a watch, it's a symbol of success. When people wear it, they're making a statement without saying anything. In fact, research shows that 55% of communication is non-verbal. This means how you present yourself and your product speaks louder than your words. This method works especially well in industries where trust and exclusivity are key. If you're selling a luxury service or product, your presentation needs to communicate that value. Think about the packaging of a luxury item. It's often the first interaction a customer has with the product. The packaging alone sets the stage for the experience. For a more practical example, consider using the power of visuals in your marketing. Beautiful photography or a compelling video that shows how your product works can do more than words ever could. The goal here is to let your product and its presentation tell a story that resonates with your customers. Chapter 6. The law of least effort: making your product too easy to buy. The last unconventional sales strategy we're diving into today is the law of least effort. It's based on the idea that people prefer the easiest, quickest solution to any problem. If you make the buying process too complicated, you'll lose your customers before they even get started. In a world where convenience is king, simple, streamlined purchasing experiences are crucial. A survey from Salesforce found that 80% of customers say the experience a company provides is as important as its products or services. If your buying process is smooth and effortless, customers are more likely to follow through. Take Amazon, for example. Their one-click purchase system is a game-changer. It eliminates all barriers between a customer and a sale, which is why millions of people trust Amazon to handle their purchases. You can apply this same logic to your business. Is your checkout process seamless? Do you offer multiple payment options? Are there any unnecessary steps that might make a customer hesitate? Making things easy is also about having a clear call to action. Instead of overwhelming potential buyers with options, give them a simple, easy way to make a decision. The more frictionless the buying process, the more likely they are to convert. This is especially important in a digital world. Websites with slow loading times or confusing navigation lose customers fast. According to Google, 53% of mobile users will abandon a site if it takes longer than 3 seconds to load. So, ask yourself, is your buying process designed for ease or complexity? If you've found these strategies helpful, make sure to subscribe for more tips on how to make sales effortlessly. We'll explore even more unusual methods that will revolutionize your approach to entrepreneurship. Stay tuned.